Well, good day, everybody. It's a good day because this is coming a little late today. You get caught up with a bunch of stuff this morning, so I didn't get the video done right away like usual. So I apologize. Daniel, chapters 1 to 3. Now, try to stop and put yourself in these in their shoes. Daniel, Meshach. You know them. Daniel and his friends, let's say. I'm a little tired, so my mind's just going a little crazy on me. Sorry. Daniel and his friends. Can you imagine what it would have been like? Just imagine. There's certain customs. Your territory, your home, your family, everything that's familiar to you, you ripped away from that. Your king has been taken captive, is imprisoned now in Babylon. You're ripped away from your family. Maybe your family was killed right in front of you. We don't know what happened to their families. We know they were young. Taken away from the land that they knew, the customs that they knew, brought into a place where they don't even know the language, the customs, any history. They know nothing about this land. And they get put into training. It's crazy. Like, if you actually stop and think about it, imagine the stress, imagine the turmoil, and yet they knew that Yahweh was still with them. They had the presence of mind to hold on to their faith, to hold on to their God, not let go, not compromise. They were not compromising at all. They refused to compromise, and he was faithful to them. So that when King Nebuchadnezzar has his dream, and he's not unlike people today, where, okay, not only are you going to interpret this for me, but you're going to tell me what the dream was in the first place. And Daniel, when he hears that the king is upset because nobody can do this, and he's about to wipe out all the wise men and the magicians and the sorcerers and all that sort of stuff, Daniel runs to Yahweh. And Yahweh gives it to him. Yahweh gives him the dream and the interpretation of the dream. And Daniel goes before the king, and he makes sure that the king understands, listen, I'm not wiser than anybody else, but this has been given to me because the Lord wants you to understand this. And he's humble, because he saw that this wasn't about him. This wasn't him to receive glory. This wasn't him to build himself up, to create some sort of name for himself. This was between Yahweh and the king and Yahweh. And Daniel maintained that attitude. Daniel never tried to make himself out to be something he wasn't. He was a servant of the Lord God on high, and the gift that had been given to him was the gift of interpretation of dreams. And I would say also he was a gifted administrator, but he refused to compromise. He and his 3 friends from day one refused to compromise. It was all about their relationship with Yahweh. That was the most important thing. And because of it, because he was sincere, because of the power that was demonstrated through him, because of that sincerity, he was open to be used by Yahweh. Then the king lifted him up. The king and the kings to follow put Daniel in positions of influence, put position in power and authority, because Daniel wasn't in it for himself, and the kings recognized that. And because of that, the Lord was able to use Daniel. Man, we need to take note of that, because so often we're tempted, because of the giftedness that God gives to us, because of the things that he gives to us, because of what he's called us into. We try to make something for ourselves. And we do it, I think, without even realizing it. It's just the nature of our day. And we have to realize that we've been called to walk humbly before our God, that we are to walk faithfully, and to recognize it's not about me. This is about Yahweh and the people that he loves. It's not about me making a name for myself. It's about me being available to my Lord, to my King, to my Father. Yeah, to take part in his work. And I think it would really help. And if we walked with that kind of attitude, I think we'd find ourselves walking in the hallways of power with a great deal of influence. And remember that Daniel was for the king. I mean, this is the king that took him into captivity. But Daniel served him with his best. Not reluctantly, but with his best. That's where we need to be. You guys be blessed today. Be encouraged. Love you guys. God bless.